Alright, number 3. If an alloy containing 30% silver is mixed with a 55% silver alloy to get 800 pounds of 40% alloy, how much of each must be used? So we know that we have total 800 pounds of 40% alloy. Actually, I'm going to try something different here. And then we know that we have one of them is 30% and one of them is 55%. So the way that I set this one up is we don't know how much of the 30% alloy and then we also don't know how much of the 55% alloy. Well, because you said we needed it done in one variable, the way I'm going to set this up is like so. So, because we know that the 30% and the 55% are two different alloys, we can't have them both be an X. So the way that we're going to set it up is we know for a fact that we got 800 pounds and it is yielding 40% total. That's our final. So the way that we have to go about setting this up is we're going to take 30% of one of the alloys and then we're going to add 55%. And the way that we do that is we got 800 pounds minus X, because we have no idea how much either one of them is going to be, but we know together they're going to be 800 pounds. So I'm going to erase this for just a second, and then we're going to take the 800 times the 40%. Okay, so that's what it's ultimately going to yield. And then I'm going to select as much of this as I can select here and get it over to the other screen. So I can use this part again. Okay, so there's our equation. So now what we're going to do is we're going to distribute through and then set up our equation. So we've got 0.30x plus 0.55 times 800 is 440 minus 0.55x has got to equal 320. Now, if we combine like terms, we've got 0.30x and 0.55x right here. So combine those, and we ended up with negative 0.25x, and then we are going to subtract 440 from this side. And when we do one side, we do the other. So that's going to yield us negative 120. Then you divide both sides by negative 0.25. Negative 0.25. And then x is going to yield 480. Okay? So then the problem on that one is it wanted to know how much pounds of each alloy. And because the first one was, the 30% was just X, then the 30% alloy is going to yield 30% is going to be 480 pounds. And then the 55% is going to yield 320. And then the way that we get that was the 800, which is what we had total, minus the 480, which was the 30%, which is going to yield us 320 of the 55%. So that's where that came from. Make sure you include units right here.